Oh, what's going on, guys? Duelim here, back here with another video, and today we're going to be talking about the only 3 teams you need for arena offense to make sure you can take out anything that you see in your arena shard. So if you guys are ready, let's get into it. All right, first up, we are going to be looking at this number 10 here. It's going to be the Void Knight Super Scroll APOC comp here. So essentially, whenever you see Void Knight, you're going to want to make sure you have Kang and Void Knight on your side to make sure your Void Knight goes first. Then we're going to have Robbie, who's going to feed off those extra bleeds that Void Knight's going to put out because he's going to be flipping positive effects into negative effects. There's going to be a couple bleeds that go out from that. It also works really good if there's a black cat on the other side as well, because then that makes it so that there's even more bleed, so Robbie goes even faster. But with this comp here, you'll make sure your Void Knight obviously goes first here, flips everything off of their Black Knight. You do want this specific placement here. You want Void Knight next to Black Knight because you'll see Super Scroll goes here and he's only going to rewind Void Knight, which it doesn't matter. Void Knight already did what he needed to do. So then here, you're going to target Void Knight. Their Void Knight here, you're going to use the special from Robbie to put that ability block so he doesn't clump everybody together. Because that can cause disaster very quickly. So you'll see he'll basic, it won't do anything. Then we'll get another ping. Then what we'll do here from Kang is we'll Kang special on the Super Scroll. I do have him as Striker, and this is going to hit everybody here. You'll see Super Scroll gets deleted. Now we will have Quicksilver taking some turns here. He will do some damage, but it's not the worst. If you have a smaller Black Knight, I could see you could have some issues here. But again, it's not the worst thing in the world. And then Robbie ping, the passive, just absolutely deletes. And then you'll see from here, it's pretty much over. This matchup is super straightforward. It's super easy. All you have to do is go first, and then their sus will fall over from your Black Knight. Kang will clean up very nicely with his special, and then Apocalypse comes in and finishes it off. But that's going to be it for this one. Let's see what we got in the next arena fight. All right, the next fight we're going to look at is rank number 7, Michael Skarn. Incredible name, by the way. It's going to be the big-time Nightcrawler combo here. So the team we use to beat this is going to be the Superior 6 3-piece. So we got Kraven, Green Goblin, and Vulture. And then we've got Black Knight and APOC on either corner. This matchup is super straightforward here. All you have to do is Vulture steals the speed up passively on spawn because he's got 2 Superior 6 allies. So he's going to steal that speed up right off rip from Big Time or Nightcrawler. Nightcrawler can actually dodge it, which is a crazy concept, I know. Then you just hit the special with Vulture, and if you take off the taunt off Black Knight, it does not matter. It changes absolutely nothing. Also, placement is paramount here. You want to make sure your Vulture is next to Black Knight, because once Vulture takes his special, he does his passive, he is absolutely useless to the fight now, so him dying does not matter whatsoever. You'll see I didn't take the taunt off of the Black Knight here, so what I'm going to do is hit the ultimate with Green Goblin. You're going to hit the ultimate whether you get the taunt or not off of Black Knight. So now you'll see the taunt is gone. And then Kraven here, he has a special and he ability blocks with his special. So we're going to special here and he gets that ability block. So now APOC has no chance of ulting or specialing or doing anything annoying. And you'll see here, these 3 in the middle have done their job. So it doesn't matter if they get hit by that Super Scroll. And now we target the Black Knight because he's going to have a vulnerable on him. We get the big ult, and APOC has not gotten hit yet, so that he still has the trauma stun. And that is why it's important to have APOC on the corner and Black Knight on the other corner. I am going to delete their APOC because why not? Their big time did take a turn. This big time is pretty big, actually. That's why he was able to take a turn. Usually he doesn't. You'll see Nightcrawler doing some really good work. This team is really big, but honestly, it doesn't really matter. We're going to be able to take it out. So we're going to special on the Black Knight here. Do some pretty good damage. He probably won't die. He didn't. Yep. And this fight is going worse than it normally does. But honestly, it's still going to be a pretty good win here. I'm going to take the dodges off here. And then my Black Knight will be able to take him out here. There we go. And then Nightcrawler here. So you can see this was a really big team, which is why it didn't work as good as it usually does. But Black Knight and APOC carry, you get those controlling effects from the Superior 6 members, and then they just fall over. So we got one more fight to get into, and that'll be it for the top 3 teams that I use in Arena to beat absolutely everything. All right, I'm going to show you the last team that I use on offense, and we're going to be going into rank 4 on Arena here. It's going to be the SD 3-piece with APOC and Black Knight. So the comp is pretty simple. It's literally just going to be Black Cat, Super Skrull, Robbie, APOC, and Black Knight. And this positioning absolutely does matter. Super Skrull here, Black Cat on the end, because Black Cat will get hit by their Ms. Marvel Hardlight, and she'll have the death proof, so she won't get rewound. And Super Skrull will have already taken his turn, so him getting rewound does absolutely nothing to him, which is awesome, because he'll already be at 0 turn meter. You do need to have the Black Cat passive T-Forward, which is going to make it so that their Black Cat cannot spawn with those death proofs, so you're able to rewind. Obviously, the positioning is different every time. Some people have Black Cat next to Black Knight. Some people have APOC. Some people have Ms. Marvel Hardlight. This time, it's Robbie. But you're always going to special here to get a nice rewind on Robbie. Get some of those buffs on Super Skrull. And you'll see she goes for, just like I said, it goes for Black Cat. Doesn't matter at all. And then what we're going to do here is we are going to essentially hard focus this Ms. Marvel Hardlight because we want her dead. So we did get an unfortunate chain that went all the way down, but it is what it is. That's okay. Here, we're going to continue focusing this Ms. Marvel here because we want to make sure she dies so that APOC can Thunder Punch who he wants. You'll see their APOC is now going here. Let's see who he ends up punching. He's going to punch my Black Knight. Did not kill him, but then almost did and still didn't. So that's a result of having a big Black Knight. Mine is a 7/7. Not a necessity to make this work, though, so don't think it's you have to have that or it's not going to work, whatever it is. No, that's not how this works. You'll see here, normally, Super Skrull would be able to go pretty quickly because they'll get a bunch of buffs and then make APOC stun himself. Did not happen here, but you'll see Super Skrull taking his second turn here. He is going to stay alive as well because there's no more charges on the Black Knight. Black Knight ability blocks. My Black Knight, he's going to ult now. Some people are starting to die. Robbie, ability block over there. Now, yeah, you're saying, yeah, there's some RNG because Robbie could have ability blocked my APOC there. And you're absolutely right. He could have, but he didn't. Sometimes it doesn't happen and you get lucky, right? It is what it is. That's the name of the game. Sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't. I've never seen this fail. This is probably the worst I've ever seen it go because obviously I hit the record button. It's always going to go the worst, but it's still a win. This is the best team that I use to take out that defense. This offense is going to take out pretty much everything other than the 2 other defenses that I showed you. So I hope you guys enjoyed this one. It's showing you guys what I use in Arena, the only 3 teams that are needed to do it correctly. And I stay top 5 every single day because my Arena shard is not full of bad people, which is great. I know not everybody has that luxury, but I hope you guys enjoyed this one. I hope you guys learned something. And until next time, this has been Doolum. Later, y'all.